Hello, anyone not still living in the 1970s. We interrupt your day to bring you this announcement. Husker Ninja is in the building. Alright guys, we are here today with episode number 4 of the South Alabama Jaguars Online Dynasty right here on NCAA 14. South Alabama comes into today's game with a 3-0 record, and they're looking to improve to 4-0 with the win on the road here against UConn. You can see, taking a look at the season defensive yardage so far for both teams, and South Alabama's defense has actually been pretty solid so far at this point through 3 games. We'll see if that trend can continue on the road here against a team from the best group of 5 conference. So let's see if they can get it done on the road here. And hello everyone, and welcome to Wrenchler Field right here in Storrs, Connecticut. We got a week 4 matchup for you between the UConn Huskies and the South Alabama Jaguars. I'm Husker Ninja, and I'm bringing you South Alabama football action all season long right here on the Horn Sports Network. As South Alabama will win the toss and elect to kick, UConn comes out facing a 3rd and 8 right here on their first drive of the game. Back to passes, Pindell throws underneath, it's dropped by Bloom. David Pindell 0-2 on his first drive, and that's a 3 and out for UConn. The ensuing South Alabama drive, they're starting at their own 45. It's a first down. They'll give it to Johnson. Xavier Johnson got a block. Xavier Johnson got a hole down the sideline and inside the 20 down to about the 17. Gain of 37 right there for Xavier Johnson. And he continues his hot running streak of the past couple games. He really went off last week, especially against Western Kentucky, going for 80 yards on the second play from scrimmage. So it's a first down from the 17 of UConn. They'll give to Johnson. Johnson's hit. The ball comes out. It's picked up by UConn. And the first fumble of the year for Xavier Johnson comes in the red zone, with South Alabama looking to go up here early. A big time play right there by the UConn defense to force a fumble. South Alabama would challenge it, and the call on the field would stand. So they tried to challenge it. It looked like on the replay maybe he was down. They decided to try challenging it. Not successful. UConn takes over. Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll throw underneath to Newsome. Newsome jacks the defender with him. Arkeel Newsome gain of 15. First down UConn. Later in the drive, now facing a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes gone here in the opening quarter here in Storrs. Pindell back to pass. Throws underneath. Got him in. It's Bloom. Alec Bloom, the tight end, with a gain of 12 and a first down right there. He had the drop on 3rd down on the opening drive. Would have been close to a first down. Later in the drive, now it's 3rd and 4. They'll fire again. That one's caught by Hurry Mayala for a gain of 12, and that's another UConn first down. And they've got it to the 20 of South Alabama. 2nd and 10 now. Pindell to give to Hopkins. Hopkins nowhere to go. He's met, and Nate Hopkins is dropped for a loss of 4. It's Flott, the first defender to him. Big time play there by Bobby Flott, the cornerback, coming up to make the play. It's a loss of 4, and it'll set up 3rd and long. They would get to 4th and inches, gain of 14. They're going to go for it now. They'll give to Newsome. No chance. Newsome met and dropped behind the line. Loss of 5, and this South Alabama defense will turn UConn over on downs. It's 4th and inches, and there are at least 2 South Alabama defenders in the area. The ensuing drive now, it is 3rd and 4. They'll throw underneath to Messiah Francis. Gain of 11 and a first down on 3rd and 4. Move those chains for South Alabama. It is 2nd and 1 later in the drive. We are down to about 2:10 to go here in the opening quarter. They'll give to Johnson. Johnson bouncing off a couple tackles. Xavier Johnson a gain of 5. 4 carries, 50 yards, but a fumble so far today for Xavier Johnson. And they're driving now facing a 3rd and 4 on what could be the final play of the opening quarter. Orth back to pass. So underneath, caught by Harris. Sam Harris got a first down and a gain of 5. He was open on a slant route over the middle, and he was found by Orth, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. South Alabama and Connecticut are scoreless. right here through 1 in Storrs. Coming back for quarter number 2 action here from Rensselaer Field. It is a first down for South Alabama from about the UConn 43 as we begin the second quarter. Orth back to pass underneath, got him in, it's Harris. Harris going to get inside the 25, still on his feet. Sam Harris again at 20, and he'll get another couple extra yards after it looked like he was brought down, but he got back up, got another couple yards. It'll be first down from about the 23 maybe of the Huskies. And South Alabama looking in good position to go up and take the lead here. Almost in the red zone again. It is 2nd and 9. Ball is at the 22 of UConn. And again, just really making time of possession a priority. They've done a good job of that so far. Trey Minner's got a block. Trey Minner down the sideline for a gain of 18. First and goal, South Alabama. The Jaguars knocking on the door, looking to take the lead. Here about 6.5 still to go in the opening half. First and goal from the 4. Clock running down, and that is something the South Alabama offense has done well. They have won the time of possession battle handily in all of their 3 games, and that is a mistake right there from Evan Orth. He's going to throw out the goal line on first and goal, and it's intercepted. Just didn't even see the defender there. Easy job to just jump around and come up with the pick. That's the second red zone turnover in as many drives for South Alabama. The ensuing drive, it's now the 2nd and 5. Hit and dropped is Pindell. They're going to stay. He's down at the 1. It looked like Darian Mills had a safety. That looks like a safety, but South Alabama already out of challenges, after challenging the red zone fumble. Either way, it would set up a 3 and out, so maybe they miss out on a safety. Either way, it was very close. But they're in good field position starting inside the 35 of UConn. They have Johnson bouncing off a couple tackles. Xavier Johnson got some running room. He's inside the 20. 6 carries, 71 yards for Johnson. South Alabama is in the red zone for the 3rd straight drive. They had a fumble and an interception on their previous 2 red zone trips. Looking to finally punch it in here, as it is a 3rd and 4 down to about 3 minutes to go in the opening half. Still no score here from Rensselaer Field to the end zone, and that's caught by Rinkemeyer. Gain of 11 and a touchdown for South Alabama. That'll finally put someone on the board. There's really a nice pitch and catch right there from Orth to Rinkemeyer, and they finally get some red zone points. 3rd time's a charm for South Alabama. They take the 7-0 lead with 2:58 to go here in the opening half. They'll give to Newsome. Newsome's got the edge. Newsome a first down out to about the 44. Gain of 15 for Arkeel Newsome. 6 carries, 27 yards for the tailback. On first down, Pindell trying to scramble, and he's not going to get anything. Daryl Songy there to make the play in the backfield for a loss of 1. And Songy, the middle linebacker, has been solid so far this season. It is a 3rd and 11 now, 2:25 to go first half. Pindell throws underneath, incomplete. David Pindell, 7 of 11, 67 yards. But they're going to have to punt right there. And South Alabama in good shape. They've got it already at their own 42. Coming up on a 1.5 minutes to go opening half. Orth back to pass, fires underneath, got him in. It's Andrew Rinkemeyer. Gain of 8 and out of bounds near midfield. Now 2nd and 10 from their own, from midfield. They'll give to Johnson. Johnson's got the edge, knocked out of bounds. Gain of 12 and into UConn territory goes Xavier Johnson. The senior with 10 carries, 95 yards. The one problem is his first fumble of the season came on the opening drive. Going deep, that's caught. What a catch by Sam Harris. Good for a gain of 34. That'll be 1st and goal. 7 of 10, 98 yards is scoring a pick today for Evan Orth as he just slung that one up into the air, up for grabs, and Sam Harris came down with it. 1st and goal now, 51 seconds left, opening half. South Alabama knocking on the door, looking to take a 2-score lead. Orth back to pass, those picked off. Another questionable decision on 1st and goal from the 4, and that'll be the 2nd goal line interception of the day for this UConn defense. Just got to make smarter decisions as Orth. Pindell throw now on the screen on 3rd and 9. Songy going to make the play on Newsome, gain of 4. And they're going to have to punt. Now it's 3rd and 10. We'll have a shot at a Hail Mary here for South Alabama. Hit as he throws his Orth. And that's fitting. That's certainly fitting. The pass is picked off. Not going to be returned for a touchdown, so we hit halftime. But South Alabama has moved the ball almost at will against UConn in this opening half. But 4 first-half turnovers, including 3 in the red zone, and 3 interceptions, have kept UConn very much in this game. The defense doing a great job turning the South Alabama offense over to the tune of 3 interceptions and a fumble, 3 of which came in the red zone, and the 4th was on a Hail Mary to end the half. But Orr's got to make better decisions, and South Alabama just got to hold on to the football, plain and simple. If they do that, they should be able to win going away. Now in 2nd and 13, going deep, got Andrew Rinkemeyer for a gain of 20. 4 catches, 48 yards, and a score for the tight end. Orth 8 of 15, 111 yards, 1 score, 3 interceptions. And they got to fix the turnover problem here in the second half. They just have to. I mean, 4 turnovers out of 5 first-half possessions is unacceptable. 3rd and 7. Now they go to the screen. Got Xavier Johnson. Johnson got 9 on the first down. A smart call there to beat the blitz and pick up the first down on the screen. They're driving out 2nd and 11 from the 47 maybe of UConn. Orth back to pass. Throws got him in. It's Rinkemeyer. Rinkemeyer sheds 1 tackle, but not 2. But it's still a gain of 15 and a South Alabama first down. 5 catches, 63 yards for Rinkemeyer. Orth 10 of 17, 142 yards, 1 score, but 3 interceptions. So they're on the move, looking to go up 2 scores here, and this has been a time-consuming possession. They used up the first 5 minutes of the opening half here. They'll give to Johnson. Xavier Johnson up the middle on 2nd and 3. It'll be first down as Johnson goes over the 100-yard mark. 15 carries, 108 yards, and a fumble for the senior tailback. Later they're driving now 3rd and 6. Already under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. And this has been one lengthy South Alabama drive. Orth throws nearly picked off. Instead it's knocked away, and South Alabama will live to take the 3 points and a 10-point lead. As the field goal try, this is a little more than a chip shot, and Patterson's going to knock it through the uprights. As we take a look at this team defense, they've given up an average of 3 yards of play and 2 sacks as the South Alabama defensive unit. But now down by 10, it's a 2-score game. UConn desperately going to try and get on the board and make this a game. Pindell hit, dropped, lost his 6. He made 1 man miss on the sack, but Darian Mills would not be denied as the second man to him was able to make the play. It'll set up a 2nd down and 16 coming up for UConn, as this defense has just really stymied the UConn offense. 3rd and 16, they'll throw underneath, knocked away, incomplete, and that's going to be another UConn punt, as the final play of the 3rd quarter will come from their own 45 for South Alabama, as they could really put this game away with the score right here. They'll give to Johnson on the counter. Johnson got a bunch of running room. Gain of 16 across the UConn 40. And we have hit the end of the 3rd quarter here in Storrs, Connecticut. South Alabama really controlling the clock there in that 1st quarter. Took almost 7 minutes off the clock on their 1 drive. And they got a 10-0 lead through 3 here in Storrs. It's a first down from the UConn 40 as we begin this final quarter of play. Really looking to try and put the final nail in the coffin. They'll throw underneath. Got him in wide open to Rinkemeyer. Gain of 19 and another South Alabama first down. You can feel it. They smell the touchdown. That would just about put this game out of reach, as it would be a 3-score game here with 6 minutes to go. But facing a 3rd down and 16 now, South Alabama. They'll go to the screen. Throws underneath, caught by Johnson. Johnson needs a block. He's got it. Johnson knocked out of bounds inside the 5 down to the 4. 23 yards on 3rd and 16. And the screen pass works to perfection. Later, now it is 2nd and goal from the 15. They took a sack. Orth going to the end zone. Got a man all alone. It's Rinkemeyer. Touchdown, South Alabama, and they take a 3-score lead with 4:43 left. Rinkemeyer was wide open in the end zone, and that was an easy 15-yard strike to his tight end for Orth. He's got 2 touchdowns now to go with his 3 interceptions, one of which came to end the first half on a Hail Mary. Arkeel Newsome blown up in the backfield again. It's Darian Mills. Goes from 2nd and 2 to 3rd and 5. And UConn feeling the pressure. They need to get a score, and they need to score quickly here as we are under 4 minutes to go. Pindell feeling the pressure. He's going to scramble, breaks 1 tackle, and slides down across midfield. It'll be a first down at the South Alabama 47. Pindell back to pass. Throws. Got a man. What a catch along the sideline. It's Hurry Malaya, and it'll be 3rd and inches later in the drive, now to the 12 maybe of South Alabama. Pindell going to keep it himself. Pindell escapes the pocket. He's got it again at 12. It'll be 1st and goal UConn. We're down to 2:16 to go though. Will there be enough time to mount a comeback if they can punch this in? Pindell going to scramble, roll out. A man tripped over the offensive lineman, and that's a UConn touchdown. David Pindell rolled out to his right, and he's going to get into the end zone. It's now a 10-point game, 2:12 to go. They'll try the onside kick. It's recovered by Cole. Riley Cole, the linebacker, with the recovery, and that might be all she wrote. I would expect them to just run the clock out here and take as much time as you can to take the win. 2:10 to go, 3 timeouts for UConn. I mean, you run it 3 times. No, they're going to throw on first down. And that was not a smart decision, as Orth has just thrown his 4th pick of the day. I really have to question that play call. You have 2:12 left. UConn's got 3 timeouts. You could have run a counter as they were loading the box to the right side, run a counter to the left. But instead it's intercepted, and the South Alabama defense will bail out the poor play call as they get the interception on 2nd down. A big-time play right there, and just bailing out this offense and its 5 turnovers. This defense has really stymied UConn with the exception of maybe a couple drives. And they do resort to running the clock out. 3rd and 7, they'll go to the screen. Xavier Johnson, the gain of 8. First down, and that should ice it. As head coach Christian Horn, learning from his mistake on the previous drive, they are running the clock. They give to Johnson. Johnson's got the edge. Johnson across the 20, down to the 15. 18 yards for Xavier Johnson. 20 carries, 144 yards, averaging over 7 yards a carry. He did have the 1 fumble, but it's not going to matter. South Alabama is going to likely walk out of here with a win, barring some major collapse. So go to the air now. Orth got a man in the end zone. It's Rinkemeyer. Touchdown, South Alabama, and that should put the icing on the cake. Back to a 3-score game with 1:29 left. They ran a lot. They decided to get dicey, call a pass rather. I imagine they would have just taken the sack had no one been open. Instead, there was a man open in the end zone. And Rinkemeyer with 3 receiving touchdowns. As that will take us to the end of the game. The final score is South Alabama 24, UConn 7. And just, look, 383 yards of total offense compared to 252 for UConn. 27 carries, 144 yards, 239 passing yards, 6 of 8 on 3rd downs. They completed 75% of their 3rd down attempts. But, again, turnovers and especially red zone turnovers. They only went 4 of 7 in the red zone. They had a fumble, 2 interceptions on the goal line. They had an interception on a Hail Mary to end the half. They had an interception after an onside kick they had recovered. Really, they could have run out the clock there. They decided, I don't even know why they decided to throw it, but they did. There was another that led to the 4th interception. The defense bailed them out with a pick of their own. But just too many mental errors. And I'm going to pin the 4th interception on the coaching staff. That should have been a run play. They should not have been throwing it. Worth with 139.2 QB rating, 17 of 28, 239 yards, 3 scores, 4 interceptions. One came on a Hail Mary at the half. One shouldn't have even been a passing play. It should have been a run as they tried to run out the clock. That one was on the coaching staff. The one to end the half, you can say that one's forgivable as you're just throwing it deep, seeing what happens, and he got hit as he threw it. It was underthrown. That's understandable, but he's got to make smarter decisions. Those 2 first-half goal line interceptions, you can't do those against better competition and expect to win. And South Alabama was really bailed out by their defense here. As Rinkmeyer had 110 yards and 3 scores on 8 catches. Rinkmeyer has been the bright spot of the receiving corps so far through 4 games for South Alabama. But this defense really bailed out this offense, and their 3 red zone interceptions, a Hail Mary and the half that was picked off, again off of a onside kick recovery, which they bailed out with their lone turnover of their own, which was made by Tobias Moss, the sophomore corner. I mean, just all in all, a good defensive game, and the offense showed promise. They moved the ball almost at will. Just got to clean up turnovers, and especially red zone turnovers. They have to clean it up. They had trouble scoring in the red zone last week, too. I think they had maybe 3 failed 4th down red zone trips. Maybe it was only 2. But that will do it for me. I will see you guys next time. Final score, UConn 7, South Alabama 24. Have a good day, everybody.